Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. You're listening to Open Mic here on WJR Radio. This program brought to you by SportsCaster.com, and one of our newest SportsCaster contributors is Emily Wisniewski.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on? You attended UGA. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. I did not go to UGA, but I know they're very passionate down there, and obviously that's where you were able to cut your teeth in learning about sports broadcasting. And I find this, I think it's going to be a very interesting segment here, because part of what I get to do working sidelines in Major League Baseball is going to the various ballparks all across the country and trying some of the unique ballpark items that they have. So what can you tell us about how you compiled your list of these? I guess we'll go top 5 of the most unique food items you can find in the big leagues.
That's right. So I went digging. I think I spent about like 2 to 3 hours just going through social media, TikTok, Instagram, you name it, because that's like the whole point of going to the ballpark now too, is you make a TikTok out of it. And
Sure.
seeing people talk about some of these ballpark foods, because I don't know if you've noticed, like throughout the past couple of years, it's no longer just about, like the hot dogs, Cracker Jacks, all the fun stuff that they used to jingle on about. But now it's like actually making it this experience and like seeing how much with some of these, I want to say like a reaction you can get out of the consumer.
Right.
So you're right. Top 5. I'd love to hear if you tried some of these and your personal takes and opinions on them. And first off, number 5, we're going to start out with my state that I'm currently in, and it's the Texas Rangers broomstick burrito. First and foremost, have you had a chance to get your hands on this one?
So, no, I have not, but I have seen it. I saw it offered. Tell me about it, because I did try something unique when I was in Arlington last. But tell me about this, the broomstick burrito.
So it's a 2-foot long burrito. So hopefully you got some friends along with you, because that's a lot of food. And it's just your Texas specialty: ground beef, rice, beans, topped with cheese, pico lettuce, sour cream, jalapenos. Oh my, it looks delicious. Again,
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be like a single serve kind of option, considering it's 2 feet long, but you never know. We just had, the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. So what the human can consume,
Yeah,
we're
it could be
pushing
done.
boundaries every single day.
That's it. So no, it could be done. I imagine they have. I think they still offer it. What they call the boomstick, which is like the broomstick, but the boomstick, which is a 2-foot long hot dog, which was named after Nelson Cruz's bat. And I remember a couple years ago I was down there, and I did have help with like 2 random Rangers fans who were sitting like flanked on my left and right. But this thing was like a broomstick, right? That was just sawed off at 2 feet. And so I think that's basically like, that's the baseline. It's like when they come up with new food items down there in Arlington, it's like, well, let's start at 2 feet. And then whether it's a burrito or a dog, we just go from there. But I wasn't able to work my way through the entire thing, even with the help of 2 others. But
I mean, you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas.
That's it. Yeah, you're all over it. All right, what about number 4?
So number 4, speaking of hot dogs, here you go. It's the Daddy Mac, dog served at some good old Astro games. Now this is foot-long dog, and I've got to get your take on this. It's got brisket, mac and cheese, and dill pickle on top. Have you ever been to Texas, first and foremost?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so like we were talking about before we started, I'm from Georgia, born and raised, go Dogs, like he said, moved to Texas about a year ago to start my career. And I had no idea that like brisket is a second religion here. And I didn't know, like for the longest time, I remember asking my sports director, I was like, what is it? And they were like, it's brisket. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what is it?
Yeah.
And they looked at me like I was insane. Like they throw it on everything here. Apparently, I think it's part of a cow, but I'm not surprised. It's on a hot dog here.
Yeah.
To be honest, but it looks great.
No, it's fabulous. I worked in Kansas City before I had come to Detroit, and their barbecue in Kansas City is out of this world, and brisket was big time. So brisket sandwiches, you put brisket on everything. So obviously in Texas, religious experience, and in other parts out in the out west and in the Midwest, also somewhat of an experience. So yeah, you put it on anything, you make it a little bit better. So you're learning. You're learning. That's what life's
I'm learning the Midwestern ways. If anyone knows the best place to get brisket, let me know and I'll go try it.
You got it. All right. What about number 3?
All right, number 3, we're gonna head out to our West Coast. So this is probably, like, doing my research, the nicest meal that I saw served. So, San Francisco Giants, they serve miso and shoyu ramen.
Okay.
Interesting
Okay.
little take, which doing a little bit more research, according to like the latest census, San Francisco's population is about like 37% Asian. So it makes sense to cater to like that large of a population. But like, I don't know about you, but like for me growing up, we had this one hibachi restaurant in my like small little town in like northern Georgia. And it was very much like a special treat. Like it was like a nice meal. And so reading through this list and seeing that they just casually serve it at a baseball game, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, you get yourself a pint, some peanuts, and some miso soup, and just take in a ball game. It makes sense. Uh,
Makes sense.
all right. All right. What about number 2?
Okay, number 2, I am crossing my fingers that you tried this because the reviews, especially on TikTok, are very mixed. So, Toronto Blue Jays, they serve cotton candy fries. And I think it's just your normal fries. Hopefully, they don't have seasoning on them. Then it's got, like, different types of icing on it and then just blue cotton candy plopped on top. But the reviews were very mixed. I don't know if it was, like, a quality thing or just the fact that our northern neighbors have.
You think maybe our northern neighbors have a little bit different palate? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, people were like, "This is disgusting," and I'm like, "It's fries and, like, something sweet, like, salty sweet, so maybe it's just personal preference," but have you tried it? Because that's the one that I had a big question mark around it.
No, but I am no, but I'm gonna pencil this down. I will say kind of that savory sweet. I it's kind of to a degree. They have a slider dog. So this is going back to hot dogs, so not cotton candy, but they have a slider dog in Cleveland, which has pimento mac and cheese, bacon, and then Fruit Loops on the dog. So you kind of had that. Your mind can't be made up on what you're ready to taste. You just have to taste it and then go from there. So maybe that's a little bit of maybe the mixed reviews on the cotton candy on the cotton candy fries. But little breakfast and soul food or a little cotton candy soul food, it's all good.
You never
Uh,
know. There you
you just
go.
never
Don't
you
know
just
until
never
you
know what
try
you're
it.
gonna like. That's it. All right. So number 1, what do we got?
Number 1, okay, I have a bone to pick with number 1. This is also like I'm crossing my fingers that you have tried it. So I threw 2 options in here because why not? The Seattle Mariners. First off, okay, they carry dumplings. Looking at this list, it's not like too shocking, but they call them little dumpers.
Yeah.
And reading through, I was like, if I'm standing in line at a ballpark
Yeah.
and I'm like, what do I get? And I see little dumpers just
Yeah.
like plastered on a board. I don't know if I'd want that.
Yeah, well, that's got to be a playoff. So the big dumper, which is Cal Raleigh, who recently won the home run derby down at All Star Weekend. So his nickname's the Big Dumper, and who's having an unbelievable year. So I imagine they, just play on words, little dumpers. But yeah, if you're not completely up to speed, I don't know if that necessarily sings to you, But don't judge it till you try it.
There you go. And then number 1, this was like undisputed number 1 on my list. So they have this corn dog. Okay.
Okay.
And I swear it looks like you pulled it out of the ocean. So it's aquamarine to start. And then do you remember growing up, like those chia seed commercials we would have? It's like Chia Pet recently kind of like came back into the spotlight with like an Ice Spice Chia Pet. Okay, that fuzz on it is what looks like is on this corn dog.
Okay.
And it's aquamarine colored. And I just looking through the reviews, I think Twitter, it got roasted the most, shocker. But people just being like, what is this? And it's called the What Up Dog. And I was like, yeah, what is up with this? Like, this looks disgusting.
Yeah, I've not tried. Again, I'll put this on the list for my next trip. But that's good. Yeah, that's unique. That's next level creativity. I will say this, Emily. It feels like every year when you're like, man, they can't outdo that. It's somebody's job to say, hey, remember last year we had the chia type thing, and you're like, we got to up the stakes, up the ante next year. So It's only going to get more creative, I feel like, as the years go along.
Hopefully, we'll see. People actually like looking at the reviews, people really like it because it's like a honey batter chicken corn dog. Then it's dipped in nacho cheese. And then what I found out creates the interesting color. It's blue Takis. So
Ah,
it's those blue, like crushed
yeah,
up blue
yeah, yeah,
Takis mixed with the nacho. And I guess that's how it comes about.
yeah. Makes
I'm not
sense to
really
me.
sure, but yeah, try it and let me know.
All right, I'll do it. All right, and if you try it before I do, be sure to let me know.
Well,
Really
good
good
thing I'm
stuff.
allergic to gluten and dairy, so that will never happen.
All right. All right, we'll just take your word for it.
There
All right,
you go.
Emily Wisniewski, new to sportscaster.com. Appreciate the commentary on the 5 most absurd concession items in the big leagues. Thanks for being on the show. Also want to thank Aiden Novak from Lake Orion High School with his sit-down conversation with Todd Jones. Really good stuff there. And also Brendan Mato from Detroit CC and Jaden Pyden, who's going on to participate in 2 sports, both football and baseball at West Point. To compete for the Black Knights at Army. So really good show. Hope you guys had a few laughs and learned a few things along the way. And always remember that you can find us right here on WJR Radio every Wednesday night from 8 to 9 here on Open Mic. Thanks to all our guests, and we will see you again next week.